It's just me, live at the Chill Mansion. I'm Chillmonger. It's like it says there. You see how the screen gets brighter when I do that? Yeah, I gotta do something about the black and the white balance that's off. You see how like the changing of the color? I want to talk about nothing at all, but I want to talk at the same time. It's a very odd reason for me hitting the go live button, which I'll be here for maybe you can see exactly how long this video is. Maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30. I think that I'm not watching the Loki show and I'm feeling down about Marvel. I want to express why completely without an interruption from a panelist or something. I brought this up when I was talking to DL yesterday. I'll get really deep into the thought. The show that Loki is for the first season was whack. It contains in a little pocket universe where time stays still and whatever they do here won't affect shows like Daredevil. It won't affect what happens in Echo or the Captain Marvel movie. It won't affect anything we saw in Moon Knight. Doesn't touch Guardians of the Galaxy. This show happens here. Okay. Well, the reason I really loved, he said, yo, my notifications are working now. Welcome, Eric. The reason why I loved Marvel way back when was because well, I loved Marvel back then because everything was attached to each other. All of it mattered. Like you could go to it was building blocks. Even when an Infinity Stone happens here, but it's sludge. Don't worry, that's just same Infinity Stone as the Cosmic Cube. Don't worry, it's gonna return again during the Captain Marvel first movie. Don't worry, because here comes the Infinity War, and there's a whole gauntlet and it's snapping. It was an amazing experience, even culminating with Endgame, which told you every movie mattered. I don't foresee some sort of like Endgame scenario where the heroes would return to the Phase 4 movies, Phase 5 movies to see, to pick up on things that were crumbs. There are no crumbs. I've heard screenwriters say, admittedly, oh, Kevin Feige doesn't tell us what's happening there because they're trying to keep secrets. You can't keep secrets and storytell at the same time. You just can't. It's as easy as that. And so Loki, when I watched season 1 of Loki, I kind of rolled my eyes. It was nice to see Kang, and every Kang appearance in Loki season 1, Quantumania season 2, every Kang appearance is really just teases for the big threat he's going to be in the movies. Because I know that the movie is going to come out and they'll make it so that even the new viewers who aren't up to speed with the Disney Plus shows, don't worry, you won't have to have watched everything because we'll explain everything nicely for you in the movie. Those people win. Casuals win. Me, all the time I'm investing in this character and Kang, and all the time I'm investing in these TV shows, they won't matter. When I watch the Captain Marvel film, I'm very sure that Kamala Khan will kind of get the explanation, maybe like a couple lines of dialogue, but they'll try to summarize everything that she's been experiencing. Really not much to summarize considering her villains died. The mutant thing is interesting though. Iman Vellani, she's writing a new comic book for as Kamala Khan as a mutant, and that's sad because she's not acting probably because there's jobs that are not available for her. I don't know if she's auditioning and tanking either. That's a possibility, but there's a pattern, and we know what the world looks like. We know what the Hollywood looks like, and it doesn't have much, not meaningful roles, but sure, best friend, barista. Hey, you can play the cashier. Why don't you go play the police officer? She might be a little young for that, but we can have diversity there. But I'm talking about the lead role. That's rare, and when it does happen, it's not with an expensive high movie budget. Jaren says here, young T'Challa is going to meet a young Aurora. He's referring to the T'Child, which is a new character. He's trying to wind me up. Jarence, I think you just earned a block. Wait, let me read the last thing he said. Would you invest in young T'Challa joining the Young Avengers? Yeah. So, like, he's trying to make the younger version of T'Challa a thing. I would block you, Jarence. Yeah, let's block you. He'll come back under a new name. Congratulations on being a blocked person. It is rare, but you have earned it. I have a prior relationship with this commenter, so if you're wondering why did Chillmonger just do that, it's got a lot to do with him being like a fake person. You'll just come back with their new name. Don't worry. Probably shouldn't have blocked him though, because then if he's blocked and he can't tell me, I won't know who he is from the new name, right? I won't know. But now when I see every time I see Jairus, I would know. Boy, you guys, you know me. I know my audience. I'm gonna sniff him out. This is really weird. Me just going live and just talking for the sake of talking. I don't do this enough. I do it when I have a lot to talk about. When I have a meaningful subject, the way that I operate on YouTube is like, boom, I can kick ass. I can focus on a comic book and look at every page and have a million things to say. Or if there's a new show out, I know to stay on target with the plot points of the show and I can, boom, execute a good 20 minutes of content. But when it's just like, hey, what's going on, chat? Hey, let me know what's going on. Talk to me. We can chat. You like the shirt? Yeah, I had it printed. I had it made. It's from the X-Men World War Hulk crossover, and it was where he was looking for Xavier. I can't do it. It's just not my style. I need to be on topic. I need to be a guy who's subject oriented, and that is very much because I don't want you guys to care about me. Like, don't worry about what's on the right side of the screen or the left side of the screens. You're here for the content that is associated with what you guys watch on the movie screens or what comic books you guys are picking up. Nerdy Brew, nah, King, take off. Love the shirt. You love the shirt? Yeah, man, it's a whole shirt. Look. Says, I want Xavier now, which is what he says in the comic. Customized. I love that comic. I think I know the artist is Andrea DeVito. Does he get a cent from this? No, but I had it made. It actually lost a bit of color. It went in the wash because I'm not protective of I'm not conscious of of wash and the rules of that. The Hulk situation with Marvel and how they can appearingly create new Hulk movies is great news. And so they can do the same with the X-Men franchise, and they can do the same with the Fantastic Four franchise. We just got to sit through Thunderbolts, and we just got to sit through and wait through some of the other trash that I'm expecting. Sam Wilson has a Falcon movie where they're calling it New World Order. Man, from what I hear, that's a very Red Hulk, hulky, the rest of Marvel, everyone but Sam Wilson movie. But still, that's not a lead character who I'm really enthralled about, especially when it's not called Falcon, when they changed the name of the movie Captain America. People are calling it Captain America 4. Unbelievable how brainwashed people could be with branding. Nerdy Brew. I haven't read it. I'm not reading anything new yet. It was an old comic. It came out in 07. But use salt in the wash. It protects colors. Thank you. I did not know that at all. When it comes to the Marvel stuff that we've got to sit through, a whole Echo show. Echo. We got to wait through an Agatha Coven of Darkness. It has a new name every week. I don't remember the name of the Agatha one. It's hard to be optimistic after Secret Invasion. After Secret Invasion, I'm looking at Ironheart like, hey, I love the character, but what is it really going to matter to the rest of Marvel? They're just doing this because Bob Chapek once upon a time said, we require content for Disney Plus. Create shows. That's what he said. Now, these shows that he said to create are years in the making. It's like a 3-year process from inception to release. And even though Chapek is gone and the edict still stood, it's not until 2025 we're going to feel the slowdown because these shows are in the bag. Wonder Man is another show that is in the bag. It is completely halfway filmed. They have to stop because of the strike. Not that it matters. I don't care if it stops because of the strike. But Wonder Man's a show where, man, as the most highest advocacy representation advocate here on YouTube, I'm pulling up the screen. You can see that I asked my audience how you guys feel, true or false. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II has been cast as Simon Williams Wonder Man. And this is the representation you have been asking for. True, false, and you got to put in that third item, the troll vote, just because they're gonna play around. It's the internet. I wasn't born at night. I was born last night, but I'm not gullible. So because of that, I look at this and I say after that third. So ignore it. Completely pretend like that third option really isn't there and compare the first bar from the last bar. It's false. This is not the representation you have been asking for. And then boo, go white people. And those guys all contributed to exactly. Thank you, because I think that troll vote down here, it probably would have went to true. But I got a very accurate, I think, a very telling, very telling graph. If we read the comments, I can imagine who it was who voted true. He says, I never asked for anything. I'm just hoping Wonder Man is good, since the last Disney Plus shows, except Loki and the Falcon and Winter Soldier, were mediocre and had terrible pacing. I'm sure you mean black characters like Luke Cage and Black Panther and Brother Voodoo, etc. I'm not insulted or anything with Yahya, but I'm sure that was the one who said yes. We got another comment from Terry. Terry says, the only reason I won't bark at this yet is because I'm not sure if Simon Williams' ethnicity is pivotal or central to his character. Jonathan Majors and the assault case that he's fighting shows you how with strangers he's never met, 6 of them who arrived on his door with badges and guns. I'm sure ethnicity played nothing to do with the 911 call, right? But for some reason they treated him the way they treated him, acting like the ethnicity of somebody isn't pivotal. Not in the real world. In fiction, that yes, you can find it in Star Wars where it doesn't matter that John Boyega was cast and that he's a stormtrooper. None of the characters are going to allude to any of it, right? It's irrelevant. In the real world, or perceived real world fiction, so Marvel universe takes place in the real world. Yeah, it does matter. Simon Williams, the character that was created way back when, was created that way, with a lighter skin complexion. You guys know I don't like to say the word white and the word black. But when we see that, Terry, when you say the words to me, the only reason I won't bark at this yet is because I'm not sure if Simon Williams' ethnicity is pivotal or central to his character. It is central to his character, sir. It's because the way that white people and black people are treated is different. And so that makes his experiences and that make up his what's the word? His existence, his life, what he's gone through. I wonder if these studios have those types of QA assistants. That'd be interesting to find out. Now, Victor Von Doom's supposed to be white all day. He's supposed to be white because he's from Europe, I guess. You're trying to say that is essential to his character. Being a European person needs to be from Europe. Same way Black Panther always needs to be Wakanda, needs to have dark skin. You're making sense, but it's always got to be a match. No, thank you. He should have been cast as Brother Voodoo or as T'Challa. Yahya Abdul-Mateen would have made a great T'Challa casting. Nerdy Bruce says, I did love Secret Invasion until episode 6. I didn't love Secret Invasion, but I was experiencing it without complaining too harshly. And then episode 6 hit, and I go, damn, nothing. It's like things that you thought were going to be built on, or you want to give this show credit, or at least some sort of, you want to cut them some slack, have grace, wait for the show to culminate before you say some of these things were wastes of time. It was a waste of time. He had no problem. Before we watched The Secret Invasion, we had not an inkling that Nick Fury was someone who was losing his mojo and down on his luck and affected by the blip. Not a single iota or scene on screen showed us that. He wasn't like that at the end of the Spider-Man movie, Far From Home. That movie just saw him kicking around, whistling, and it was the end credit scene where Nick Fury was up in space. All of a sudden, we watch Secret Invasion, and he's down on his luck. It's the worst time of his life. By the end of the episode, series, he goes back up to space, and everything's fine. Well, this whole show was just a circular 360. He's back to where he was before we even knew it. He was in a bad funk. Stupid show. They're not storytelling. Secret Invasion went down after episode 4, and then it stayed down. Zangbeta, I just played it. I don't know if you just popped in or not, but I was playing this tweet that I posted about representation and how Yahya Abdul-Mateen's Wonder Man is not it. I don't care for that. The viewership on this, I don't think is going to be high, and the conversations I'm not going to be having. If you remember who I was when I began this YouTube channel, if you guys were not along on the ride when I was smaller, but Reefer Man, you were there very early of my YouTube channel before I hit 1,000. You know that I was like a really pumped Marvel guy. I was a supporter of what they did. I believed in Kevin Feige. Even with Chadwick Boseman dying, the T'Challa killing, even with that, as passionate as I am with that, if we could pretend that never happened, I'd still be right now today saying that, man, the Marvel franchise is rocky. They don't know what they're doing anymore. They dropped the ball. How lucky could they be? Where is this? Where are the important creatives who were script writing? Marcus and McFeely. Where are they? They were writing some great quality movies that all like they felt like every time someone had a film like Thor Ragnarok, well, the guys who write Infinity War, they're gonna tie up his story and talk about it, and it's meaningful. And then they break, and then people come back for Endgame, and then they break, and the writing was so good. Avengers movies all talked about the old movies that happened before, and then like the fifth movie was Avengers, and it culminated them all. It was great storytelling. It really was. Hello, Yahya is wasted on Wonder Man. The Fantastic Four cast next week. Let's talk about that. That's one of the things I also want to speak about. Once they shot Agent Hill, yeah, and Wonder Man is white. Loki is fire, but I agree with you otherwise. Good, I'm happy it's fire. One day I'll watch that show next week, and I'll have 2 episodes to watch, which is nicer than watching one. So, Fantastic Four are supposed to be cast, and it's the talk of the town. I see a lot of tweets about it, and I remember seeing the rumors, the hot rumors, and then the guys who would deny it, and then the whoa, we're gonna get it at Comic-Con, but then Comic-Con gets canceled, and the fun roller coaster of emotions of who is it gonna be. I don't care. Actually, the name who they choose, I want to be who? Him? Her? Him? Is what my reaction should be. I don't want Adam Driver. Why? In the fuck would you choose an actor who has options and a busy schedule to play a superhero in an attached universe? The major issue that we have today is that Robert Downey Jr. signed a big boy contract that was way too expensive to honor, and he's got to be out. They killed off the character because giving points on a movie's box office isn't worth or is too high of a it's too much money. It's too big for Disney to do. I'm sure they would they would take that now. We look at guys like Chris Evans. They signed long contracts. At the time, they were long, and then they expired. And now Chris Evans is too expensive because that guy could be back for Captain America. We could have already gotten our 4th Captain America movie if the price was right. And the price was not right. So the Fantastic Four castings need to be some unknown people who will sign 10 movie deals and 5 TV show appearances, cameo and full. And you need to find some unknowns who will do that. Scout some good actors. There are some fine 36, 37-year-old actors who can be your Mr. Fantastic. And Sue, and you get somebody younger for Johnny Storm. You can find talent who will, man, it's been rough honing my acting craft, but now I got the role of a lifetime. I will sign here. And the only movies I'll be doing for the next couple years is going to be Marvel, and I'll have to squeeze the other guys in my schedule, but I'm better off because of this. That's not who Adam Driver is. The Fantastic Four do not need the actor Adam Driver or actors like him, Emily Blunt, and the high names that we've been hearing. I don't mean to shoot you down, Noel Gonzalez. I got the sneeze button in time. I don't mean to shoot you down, sir, or Noel. You can be a lady. I'm not as enthusiastic about it. I'm warned. The Fantastic Forecasting, I'm warning you guys. You don't want a big name to be behind it. You want small names. And since there's 4 of them, maybe get one to agree to work on this TV show, one gets to agree to appear on that TV show, and they can make Marvel feel like an attached universe again, which is going to help. The contracts are the hugest problem. Where's Scarlet Witch? Well, the contract with Elizabeth Olsen's up. The rumor is of the guy from You and the Kirby girl, Vanessa Kirby from Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw. I wouldn't be mad if they were cast. She's kind of a skilled actress. While she's not a big name, she is a name. So no to Vanessa Kirby. Too big for Chill's liking. Yeah, I know she's not Scarlett Johansson. Still, she's too big of a name. Is Krasinski still free? Too big of a name. He's got options and he doesn't need to do this. He's made it. He's got his own little franchise to worry about. I don't trust them with Fantastic Four. I will be very surprised if they leave them white. Oh, well, that too. I don't advocate at all for changing the skin tone of a Fantastic Four member. That's not long-term representation. Casting Jessica Alba during that movie that you did in 06, 07 doesn't change that the Fantastic film hired the traditional Sue Storm. You did not popularize a black character, whatever Jessica Alba is. I don't know what she is. And I saw her on George Lopez that she's like white. It was a thing. I don't know what she is. No disrespect to anybody and their backgrounds. I just don't know what she is. I want Penn Badgley. I've seen this fan casting. Erin Moriarty as Sue Storm. Do it, Matt Shackman. Noel Gonzalez, yeah. Do you happen to be Jarence Noel Gonzalez? The guy who I blocked like 10 minutes prior to you joining here? Because you're a name I've never seen before. And you're posting at the same frequency as that Jarence guy. So I'm suspicious. I don't trust them with the F. Bill Murray once played the voice of Johnny Storm, Human Torch. Bill Murray is not playing Johnny Storm, okay? When he was mad young. Good. He can be in the multiverse. When they do that big scene that they just did, Flash had that big scene where all the universes were there. If Marvel do the equivalent, give me Bill Murray. He can be the voice. I'll take him in only that dosage, only then, along with Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, and Toby Spidey. He could be the voice. He could be actually Human Torch voicing him. Whoever that is, sure. Never heard of Joseph Quinn. Is she a Hispanic? Is she from the land of Hispania? As Eric educated me. One time I was talking to Eric on a members only stream. I said there's no such thing as Hispanic. Hispanic means that you speak the language of Spanish. That's what Hispanics. So your ethnicity can't be Hispanic. And then he said that Spain, Portugal is called Hispania. So if you're from there, you're Hispanic. I went, oh, nah, the more you know. Do Seth Rogen as Ben. So like when I question your validity, like who you really are you an authentic person? And you're still hitting me with the same suggestions. It makes me go, Noel, you are Jarence. Banned. I would die if Bill Murray shows up even as a voice of Human Torch. Yeah. Let's talk about one last thing to do with Marvel. The Disney Plus shows. I'm done with them, caring about them, investing on them. They're done. Okay, that's understood. The movies have been okay. Black Widow wasn't trash. On the lower end, but it wasn't trash. Shang-Chi was enjoyable. Let's say Eternals was bad. This is my opinions. Spider-Man No Way Home, fantastic. Multiverse of Madness was good. I liked Thor Love and Thunder, but everyone wants me to put it here, so I'll listen to you guys. There's Wakanda Whatever. Kind of hard to judge because of the situation, but this is my channel. So 4 good, 3 bad. Ant-Man Quantumania, I enjoyed, but you guys are going to say it's bad. And then we go to Guardians of the Galaxy, where I got 5 on this side that are good and 4 I think are bad if I counted every movie since Endgame, okay? Or since Spider-Man in Europe. What's up, B-Smith? That's not bad. That's not... You want every movie to be good, I know, I understand. But they're not doing more bad than they are doing good. If you ask me, in my opinion, these are okay. These are passable. Even the bad movies are passable to me. Kids are screaming, gotta run. Only one mind. I'm not asking any more questions. Shoot. The movies like Daredevil, that's Deadpool, that's coming up, is exciting to me. The movies like Avengers, interesting to me. Exciting to me, I should say. Kang Dynasty and what Jonathan Majors is gonna do. Oh, I brought up Jonathan Majors. Well, Jonathan Majors just had October 6th happen. So the trial, the motion to dismiss the case that's been given out, it is the deadline for now the prosecutions to answer Jonathan Majors. The deadline is up. They have, as of this recording right now, live on a Sunday night, they have responded to Jonathan Majors' motion to dismiss? Unfortunately, I don't know the answer to this. Are they saying like, yeah, let's negotiate the terms of how we're gonna let this go? What's gonna happen? I think I know what's happening. This case will be dismissed. They don't want it. The prosecution, the ones who want to get him and try their hardest, they don't want to take this to court. They don't want to get lose a court battle. How are they going to go to the city and demand a bigger budget when they have such a low, when the police budget, for example, when they have such a low prosecution rate, it hurts them. So what they really want is for the judge to decide, hey, you have infringed on Jonathan Majors's rights, Majors's, and he's going to be let go now. It's been past 90 days, way past, too long, and he's going to be free. And what the media is going to tell you, the media are going to tell you that due to a technicality, Jonathan Majors has been released. He never won his case. No, they weren't even dropped. It's just because it took too long. Jonathan Majors had some crafty lawyers to figure it out. It's the media, baby. Do you not see what's happening right now in Israel? The media, the narratives that they can draw, the stories that they can tell. Jonathan Majors' innocence and his freedom, or rather his the dismissal of the case, and everything being in the back rear view mirror, all of that will be used, will be underreported, and when it is reported, they're gonna not say the videos that I keep showing you. Which, hey, I've got the slides right over here of all the Jonathan Majors videos you can ask for. Here's her, and she's perfectly okay. How about that? That woman is not injured, not one iota, not at all. And then there's the video of her going upstairs, and then also the video that was released the same day that we all got to see that big fight. Remember the fight that was outside the In-N-Out with the high schoolers? Well, that was the same day that we got to see this video. But did people of colorless want to share this where he's motioning, ooh, get away from me? That exists. They're not going to report it. You know what I'm going to do, right? You guys know what I'm going to do. As soon as I get the chance to, this meme is going to be posted on my Twitter account. I'm just saying. Get ready for that. And please retweet it. We got to make the noise that he's really free and he's not he's an innocent guy. We got to make that super loud. In the comments says, I loved Shang-Chi, Black Panther 2. I like Ant-Man 3. Quantumania, you liked Quantumania? See? I liked Quantumania also. It was nice. But I really loved Moon Knight and Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Oh, and Hawkeye. You liked Hawkeye. You can like Hawkeye, fine. I was okay with it in the beginning. And then it just became like, where's King? Listen, where's Kate Bishop? Kate Bishop, Hawkeye. Thank you, Nerdy Brew, for this. I'm gonna do what Mr. Sunday Reviews does. Mr. Sunday Movies, and I'm gonna take from what you just said to make my own video. Kate Bishop is casted by Haley Steinfeld. This is an actress who's got options. When you cast her for this TV show, sure, maybe it garnered attention to her fans. And people want to see this. Sure. She's so expensive and so in demand with busy with other things. You would never had a chance to throw her character in one of the other shows. She's occupied with things that are not that you don't have to worry about when you find like a 20-year-old actress who wasn't in prior movies. Scout, find an actress or an actor who's got not so much high profile, cast them, sign them something long term where it's going to be cheap to get them in all these other things, and you win. And now you have an attached universe of storytelling where you can call somebody up on a dime and say, hey, we're going to execute movie number 2 on your contract of 10, and we're going to utilize you in series number 4 on your contract of 10 series, movie series, TV series. That's the answer. Nah, I don't think it took to court. They're taking it to court. I think it's a matter of pride for the DA. But I'm hoping for a dismissal. Gray, what's funny? Thanks. I don't know what's funny, Gray. I made a joke. Cool. Haley Steinfeld is too high. It's so high profile. It will be difficult to lock her down. So why did you even get her? Why are you planning to fail? B. Smith gets it. Hey, there's 14 of you now here. I'd appreciate it if you liked, thumbs up the video. I'm Chillmonger. Chill out.